My name is Kristin Knutson, and I've been attending Suburban Church for 5 years and have the blessing to call it my home church. I've been reflecting lately on how God can take the broken pieces of our lives and mend them together to become a beautiful masterpiece that only He can do. He can take the fragmented parts of our lives, such as our broken dreams, our disappointments, our heartaches, and make them into something more intricate and elaborate and beautiful than we could ever imagine. We could never have pieced this together on our own, something greater and intricate that only He can do. Ephesians 3:20 says, "Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us." Sometimes we can only see the greater picture over time when we look back or ask for His perfect love to show us a higher perspective. 5 years ago, we had the privilege and the blessing of adopting a daughter named Cheyenne out of foster care. It was a stretching and growing time for our family that we had to rely heavily on the Lord. And through this, we have seen how a broken child out of foster care could bless us in more ways than we could ever imagine. She has been one of the biggest blessings in our lives. Even though she had baggage and things that she brought with her to our family, and my children had to learn to be unselfish in ways they never even dreamed they could possibly do, she's now one of the most intricate and important members of our family. She's my son Levi's best friend, who is 16 months older, or she is 16 months older than him. I don't believe that God would ever cause her to experience this brokenness through foster care, but I do believe that He has healed her and that she has brought many blessings to our family, just as I believe God wouldn't ever affect someone with a chronic illness. But I do believe that He stretches us and causes us to grow and rely on Him in ways that we could never imagine ourselves. Through this also, I feel that we have grown in our ability to show compassion to others. So through our difficult circumstances, sometimes we can grow in ways to have a compassion that we could never have had just by ourselves. Psalms 84, 5-7 says, "Blessed are those whose strength is in you, in whose heart are the highways to Zion. As they go through the valley of Baca, they make it a place of springs. The early rain also covers it with pools. They go from strength to strength. Each one appears before God in Zion." The valley of Baca literally means the valley of weeping. So even in the valley of sorrow and pain, peace can be found walking closely with God. We can have joy regardless of our circumstances. As we continue to break and our rough edges are made smooth by His love, He is a rock that is never failing and can weave the pieces of our life together in a strength that we never could have on our own. My favorite verse is Isaiah 40:31. "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength and shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." His promises are fulfilled by His Son Jesus and His brokenness. As I think about my own life and the way our tapestry has been woven together as a family, I encourage you to reach out to those in your church family and in your own lives, in your own families, to weave together a tapestry that only God can do. He loved us so much that He sacrificed everything. I'd like to end with John 10:10-11. "I came that they may have life abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." Would you pray with me? God, I just thank You for how You work in our lives, how You walk with us through the deepest, darkest times, and that You weave together a tapestry of strength and love that only You can do, Lord. Help us to reach out to others and help us to create a tapestry that only You can do through Your love. And as we take this communion, help us to remember that You loved us so much that You were broken for us, Lord. And we say this in Your name. Amen.